Hello, this is Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and a couple of videos back I was out doing FPV flying with the Mavic FPV app, and the first video I made, and I flew around for about 20 minutes or so, and then I landed, and then I had forgotten to start the recorder. So I went up and did the whole thing over again, only I got it recorded, and I got it on YouTube now. And it's called Mavic FPV head tracking, and it's about 2 or 3 videos back in my video history. Oh, why am I wearing this? Well, years ago, I got into computers, and I have programmed my own website, which has 50 or 60 apps on it, and spent a lot of time in front of the computer. And so a couple of years ago, it's probably been about 4 or 5 years, no, not even that long, just about 2 or 3 years ago, when I would read my Bible in the morning, my right eye would get out of focus, and because it was close up, you know, and so I figured that okay, I went to the optometrist, and he said, well, you know, it's probably you have a weak eye, and that goes right along with the weak brain. So I figure, well, okay, I can handle that. Anyway, so turns out that my left eye is a lazy eye, okay? And the lazy eye makes the strong eye work until it finally dies. And so I don't have to wear this all the time, but when I read or whenever I do anything up close for a long period of time, well then this comes in real handy. And then I got to thinking the other day, I took my, well, I don't need this on now for this, you understand. Okay, so I took my Mavic out the other day, and I shot that film where I had to go through things twice. And so that meant I spent, well, way over half an hour wearing these goggles, and these are really good goggles. They're oh, I got my phone in there still. Anyway, they're really good goggles. Let me get my phone out of there. Forgot that I was testing things out with my phone, so we'll just lay that right there, and we'll turn this off, and we'll be all through with that. Maybe I can cut that part out. I don't think the other day my memory is getting bad. The other day I filled my cereal bowl with milk, and I put the milk away in the pantry closet. So that's why my phone's still sitting in these. I'd be getting a phone call and wonder where I put my phone. Now, back to what I was saying. So with my lazy eye, and then flying for about, probably about 40 minutes with the goggles on. And you know, these goggles don't fit perfect. They're a little uncomfortable, and no matter what goggles you get, they don't fit perfect. And so for that long period of time, my eyes either were crossed out this way or crossed out. But anyway, I had to focus hard in order to make it look, you know, and you get used to it, and you fly and you enjoy the flying, but it's not a perfect fit. So when I got in the car to drive home, and I had to pull out onto a road, I could tell before I even got to the road that I was seeing 2 of everything, and I didn't tell my wife because I didn't want her to get worried. And so we're driving home, and I go to pull out, and I almost pulled out in front of a guy. Now, she agrees he was going too fast, so I didn't see him coming. But I didn't tell her that I really was seeing 2 of everything, so I almost got hit by 2 guys. Well, anyway, finish the story, because this guy here only has 1 eye, and because I have 1 good eye here, I tested this thing out. I'm going to go fly with it, but I tested this thing out, putting my... By the way, this I got at Walgreens drug for about $3 or $4, and so I put it over the 1 eye, and then I can read for a long time. And so then I tested out. That's why my phone's still was in the glasses, because I tested out, and sure enough, when you wear this for about 2 minutes, pretty soon you don't even notice it's there, and you just keep both eyes open, and this just blocks everything out. And the only thing is, if you wear that all the time, you don't have any depth perception. And I'll put a link to a video I made a long time ago with the Bebop that explains why you don't have depth perception when you are using your goggles, because your goggles are fed with this one-eyed monster here. Okay, even though it splits it, the software splits it up so you have two eyes, you still don't have any depth perception. And that video explains it. And you might be, if you're a witty type of guy, you might want to watch that. So my advice to you is, if you have a pair of goggles that are uncomfortable and you just can't get them to work comfortably, go to Walgreens or wherever you go for a drugstore and get an eye patch, and tell them you're a pirate and you need a black one, and then try it. Just give it a try. Because after you've had that on for a couple minutes, you don't even notice it's there. And then when I was experimenting with my phone, I went through the whole thing of the setup that I've put a video on earlier, quite a while back, how to use the settings in the software of the Mavic FPV software to get the picture centered where it needs to be, because I had to redo that to match the one-eyed monster. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to take it out and fly, and we'll see how I do. I think I'll do better, and I'll be able to drive home and only get hit by one car. All right, so let's go fly.